Hello and welcome to a brand new season!
Woo!
Season 3 of Tribunal of the Grid is here! Oh my God.
We did it! We're at season 3. What the fudge, man?
Season 3, can y'all believe it? Like, oh my God, like it's about to go down. Some Zords are about to get destroyed. Some powers are about to be going. We about to go see ghetto ass Ninja. It's about to go down. Like it is everything. And the show is about to turn into Dawson's Creek. I love it.
Oh my God, we are turning into Dawson's Creek. Oh my God. What? This is happening, guys. How was everyone's new year?
It was good. I have to say that 2022 is very interesting. It started out kind of ghetto and yeah, but I mean but for the most part, it's cute so far. How about y'all?
I had my birthday last
Saturday.
Belated birthday.
Thank you.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Hey, it's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's been cool. Like, I mean, it's been the same, honestly. There's nothing much going on right now. And we don't have any Power Rangers to watch, which kind of sucks.
I mean,
any new Power Rangers, I mean.
True. It's kind of crazy, but all of our birthdays, for those of you joining new, welcome. If this is your first time, if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe to us on any platform you're listening to us on, either Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, everywhere we're there. Just find us, right? Will, Brennan, and I surprisingly all share very close birthdays. It all started with Brennan and ended up with Will. And funny enough, it's in the exact order of our age. Will is the youngest of our group.
And I'm the oldest. Oh God, that sounds terrible. It's funny though, because I feel like you just kind of like left that open for me to say. Like, yeah, you the oldest bitch here. Yep. Mm-hmm. Like,
well, I mean, I was gonna leave it to
not by
listeners.
much.
Yeah, not by
not by much.
No, we were
like, look at this old asshole.
Well,
old.
We were gonna leave it to the listeners for them to figure it out, because I don't think they all knew when my birthday was either, which is fine, And they don't know how old I was turning because I didn't really advertise that either. But
girl, like everybody know my ass old, so it's like, oh, child, this old bitty. Yeah. But it's fine,
right? But yeah, no, it's kind of interesting how our birthdays were literally, I think Brennan and Will's are about a month apart, and then I'm in between theirs. So yeah,
yep.
Yes, there's that. Like, so yes, we all just celebrate a birthday. We're all coming back with brand new year, another age older, fun.
Another age older,
another age younger. Sorry, we're another age younger.
Well, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm always gonna stay 30 forever. So
I'm gonna be like 21 forever, the legal age of everything,
But see, I was dumb at 21, so like 30 was when my wisdom started coming in. Like, I mean, I know some mature 21-year-old.
I mean, I was richer at 21, okay?
I was too.
So was I.
I was too. Ooh, child.
I'd rather be richer than poor. Just saying.
Girl, okay, because I'm telling you, 21 was the years for me.
Right? I mean, like, the struggle is real. I feel like the older we get, the broker we get. Like,
Well, I rebuke that. We gonna turn that around. Because I ain't trying to be broke for the rest of my life.
Girl, I
looking crazy.
You know what we need to find? We need to find us a rich ass, like, sexy husband that can, cater to all of our needs. We can be the sugar babies.
Okay, listen, absolutely. I'm here for that. I'm here for it. Like, I don't be, girl, I don't be talking no mess about nobody who be getting their coin like that. Listen, you get your coin the way you get your coin.
I'm with you.
Yeah. At this point, I get it. It's hard on it.
Get your coin. Like, get your coin. My only thing is, if you're going to do it like that, just be good at it. That's all I'm saying. Like, just be good. Like I don't care that you doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do. Just be good at it. That's all I ask. Is just be good at it. Because if there is video footage that comes out of it and it looks terrible, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. That's all I'm gonna say on it. Like, I'm gonna tell you about yourself.
I mean, girl, why not keep it a mystery? Why is there gotta be video footage? You know,
the millennials and the Gen Zs be recording everything these days, child.
Bro, all I'm saying is that I can be your sugar baby, but there'll be ain't no footage of me, okay? Just saying.
Girl, I'm telling you right now, if I became a sugar baby, nobody would know. No one. Well, except for y'all, because I would tell y'all. But like the world would not know. Like, no,
right?
Like that.
Like, I'm just saying, get your coin.
Get your coin,
okay? Like, there is no shading, no shaming here whatsoever.
At all. Because listen, the world is way too crazy for everybody for people to be broke. Like, it's just too crazy. It's too crazy.
No, it's way too crazy.
It's way too crazy for that. So, but we digress. We had to take a little short break because that's what we do.
It was needed. It was honestly truly needed. Like, it was needed. Crazy busy. You know what? Even though we took the break, we were all still really busy in our own lives. Like,
yes,
we were doing all the things. Like, I'm, trying to become a fake influencer on YouTube here.
Girl, no, turn that mess right around. You are. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna change that mindset. You are an influencer, and you are doing the thing.
You know what? I say it's fake because I don't think if I ever do have anyone, if I ever do create a following, and I will create a following, I would never want to be viewed as I'm that influencer. I don't want to be the influencer. I want to be someone that, like, kind of like us, like kind of what we do on the podcast. Like, come to us, talk to us, like, we're your friends, we're your buddies, but not like, I don't want to be those people that are like, oh, I do this, so you should do this too. No, I'm no Kylie Jenner. Okay, don't buy my.
Oh God, no.
Don't buy my own. No, like, don't be spending your coins on Calvin Klein or anybody else that's expensive. Okay, no.
I've always said though, like, if I were to be like, oh, I'm become like this huge thing or whatever, like, I would always want to support the underdogs, like the people who like like my thing is, I'm like, why would I support somebody who already has like millions and millions of views or millions of dollars? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Exactly. Like, they already got their things. So why am I giving you more things so you can get more things? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Exactly. No, I'm with you. I'm so with you. So like, so that's what I mean. I don't want to be that kind of influencer. Like, if I'm going to be one, I want small businesses to reach out to me. I want my friends and family, like the people that knew me from the beginning, to be like, girl, I got things that I think you would love. And if you do, share it. If you don't, like, that's what I want. That's what I genuinely want. I just want to support the people that was there for me from the jump.
We love that.
And some, but
amen and Ashe.
That's how I feel. But yeah, like, so we've been busy in our own lives. Like, Brennan's getting his life together. Apparently, he's been working a shit ton. Tell us about this,
girl. Okay, so for the people who don't know, well, I'm not telling you where I work, but like, I work in my actual, like, behind the scenes, whatever, in my own personal life, and like, I literally have, like, 'cause I'm a manager, so I work pretty much almost every day. Literally almost every day. And it's draining because sometimes when sometimes you have people who sometimes just aren't doing what they should be doing. And it makes it hard on everybody else. Because they suck so bad at it.
I know, what? Sometimes I don't even think they suck at. I think they just genuinely is like, I don't give a rat's ass, and it kind of sucks.
You're right. That's the case. That is normally the case. That is normally exactly the case.
And it sucks because.
And it sucks.
What are you here for? Why are you getting paid? Like, that's not why you apply for this job.
Oh, girl. Like when I tell you it is the absolute worst. I'm like, it just drives me nuts. So, I've been doing that. I also edit media for my cousin, which that has been very crazy because I had to do a lot of running around and a lot of filming days, and it's been a lot. So this break has not really actually been a break.
Oh, it really hasn't. Oh my God.
It hasn't really been a break. And I also too, like, for those of you who are now just catching on, who are now just listening for the first time, who hasn't been listening before, who don't know this news, I also record with No Pink Spandex, which also we've been recording over the break. So I really have not stopped recording.
Oh my God, Brennan, look at you. No wonder. Like, see, this break was needed for our own mental health that we didn't have to worry about. But like, that is crazy. Will, what did you do? Like, you hear our stories, we've been crazy pulling hair off of our head. What about you?
Basically it's the same that I always do, just working. In particular, Sundays are pretty brutal at my job, so it's nice to just be able to relax on a couple of Sundays. I think we had like 4 Sundays off.
Yeah,
So it was
a
nice.
whole month.
Yeah, so it was nice to just like chill because like I'm so drained sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. A lot of the times I was after dealing with customers and mismanagement, people, not knowing what they're doing, so having to do like 2 jobs, 3 jobs. So yeah, but other than that, trying to stay safe out here.
Oh, child, don't
We're
even
still
get me
in this
started.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, child, and that's what people don't really understand about this here Omarion and Delta Sigma Theta. What the people don't really understand is that this pandemic really did not go away. We are not in a post-pandemic world. We are still literally in the same pandemic that happened back in 2020.
Yeah.
It's just been going on for 2 years.
The only thing is like now we have an idea what we're dealing with, and that's about it. Like we literally haven't gone out of the pandemic, but people be acting like we
haven't gotten out. Yeah. And I mean, it's like, as of right now, I really, especially as of right now, I really feel like what people really should be doing for real, is like, it's like, I understand you want to open up. I understand you want life to resume back to normal. I mean, we all do. I mean, listen, I am one of the cheerleaders for take these masks off so I can live normally, because I'm tired of looking at people thinking they're cute behind their mask, and when they take them things off, they look like dinosaurs. But
yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah, that's one of the.
I'm telling you, people be mask fishing.
Good thing we're cute regardless. So good thing we're cute. Like that's
well, yes. I mean, we're actually attractive people with or without masks.
Exactly.
But
cute.
like,
see, once you see the whole picture, it's like, ooh,
you'd be like, like, put your mask on. Like, please put that thing on. Like, literally for my health, but also to hide your face. But it's just like, I'm just like, y'all are really out here tripping. And trust and believe, I want to wear my mask. I want to not wear a mask just like anybody else. But we are literally in a position right now where that is not the case. Unfortunately, like, we literally are dealing with like literally this thing has now started mutating and evolving like Pokemon in these streets. And like, it's just like, now they're doing like combinations and stuff. We got Flurona trying to drop a mixtape, and I'm like, what are we doing?
And look at, what we're doing, Brandon? This is what we're doing. We're trying to catch all the flu shots and the booster shot. We're gonna catch them all.
Okay. Like, it is wild.
So I had a situation on Thursday with a customer that didn't like that they had to wear a mask
Of course.
I don't know if he was dining in or just ordering, but either or you're supposed to be wearing a mask. And now we have to ask for proof of vaccinations to dine in. But oh man, as soon as they said that, because I already have anxiety when I have to ask somebody to wear a mask, but like it's my health, so I kind of got over that. But the vaccination part is I haven't had to do that yet, but worst case scenario happened, and one of my supervisors, he got yelled at, cursed at, got the change jar thrown at him. Then the guy turned around and cursed at me and the other workers, then turned around and cursed at the customers for wearing masks.
Wow.
So fun. And
I would have been like, excuse me,
shout
can
out.
you stay put? I need to press charges for like assaulting me. Thank you.
Yeah, if he would have touched somebody, I think that he would have gotten jumped.
I mean, he was throwing shit around, okay? Like if that shit hit me, that's assault.
I was nervous. I was nervous though, because I really thought he was gonna like try to swing on the supervisor, but if that would have happened, he would have. We don't have to talk about that. That would have been a good thing.
Like,
well, I mean,
like just do your thing. Like otherwise, why are you the fucking out in public? Okay,
child. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna even hold you. Like when I was working there, like I think I told you all about this. Like one dude tried to really like jump stupid on me or whatever because he cut the line, and I told him that I couldn't help him because he jumped the line and he had to get back in line. And child, like he tried to come for me. And child, like I was like, oh, do I have to take this stuff off and come around this corner and whoop your ass? Like, I mean, it was really getting there. I was like, oh, I have to fight today. But no, I do not condone fighting people. But anywho. But only as a way of self-defense. But no, but yeah, so speaking of COVID and all the things, because this is what we do. We talk about everything that is happening in the world of Power Rangers, even in the real life world. So for the people who don't know in the back, right? PMC, Power Morphicon, girl. So Power Morphicon has been going for quite a while.
Yeah.
But in the words of Lil' Kim, it's been gone for a minute, but now it's back with the jump off. So Power Morphicon had basically came out with a little promo picture saying that Power Morphicon will be coming back August 26th through the 28th of 2022 at the Pasadena Convention Center in Pasadena, California. Now, for those of you who don't know or who have never been, Power Morphicon has been at Pasadena for many, 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 many years.
That has been random year.
Yeah, that one random year was at Anaheim, which was way too far out for no damn reason. But anywho, that mess was too far. But it normally is always at Pasadena Convention Center for the most part. And it is going back there. So that should be very interesting. Now this is also off the projection of it maybe being, that this is tentative. This is even though this is like, okay, yes, they're trying to do it kind of a situation, it could still be canceled. Because if Governor Newsom is like, yeah, no, we ain't doing that stuff over here. You take that elsewhere. Don't bring that here. If he says that, then Power Morphicon will be canceled again. So tentatively for right now, they are saying that this is going to happen, but we don't know the state of California and we don't know what they're going to say. But as of right now, PowerMorphCon will be August 26th to the 28th. What do you guys think on that?
Okay. I am thrilled that if it will be able to come back, I am thrilled for that. Obviously safety first. So hopefully they will do all the precautionary, all that stuff before allowing people to come through and all that jazz. I'm thrilled for that. The only thing is I just don't know personally if I'll be able to make it through because we've been in lockdown, out of lockdown, in lockdown, out of lockdown constantly. And I know our borders are open or not open. I don't even know at this point. All I know is that I don't know if I'll be able to make it. And I'll be sad if both of you guys can make it and I won't be able to. But I'm happy and I'm excited. So hopefully it does come through and it does work out. Obviously, given once again, all the precautions and everything that they're willing to take, and if the government allows it.
Yeah. A quick question. For the big cons, what is it, San Diego Comic-Con? Did that happen last year?
Nope.
No, I don't believe San Diego Comic-Con did. Now, New York Comic-Con did happen, but I don't think San Diego Comic-Con did. I don't think San Diego did. No.
I think they did online.
Yeah, they did online. Yeah.
All right, but because I was like, I wonder if that would have been an indication on if something would possibly happen. I mean, I'm pretty much echoing Lena's thoughts, just as far as, obviously it would be so much fun to go because I haven't been
in a while.
My God, since MorphiCon 2.
Yeah.
You went to the early one.
Yeah. And I would love to meet you guys finally. In person. And other Ranger fans. And that would be great. It would be a lot of fun. However, if we're not in, good shape as far as a country, as far as the world with this stupid pandemic, then I guess I would, have to wait another year. Like, I'd be okay if they canceled it. It would suck, but I would.
That's what I was just gonna say. I'd be okay if they cancel it, because I think if they cancel it, I won't have the fear of missing out. And I think I low-key would like that, But if they do have it continue, I'm not able to attend it, then it would suck, because then I would have that fear of missing out. And because I know I'm missing out, like you're missing out. It's not like you're not, right?
Right.
So it's just sort of like, oh, we'll see, right? It's just, I hope so, because that also leads me into I want to bring this up real quick before we really get right into it, because the reason why I want to bring this up is because we're talking about PowerMorphicon, we're talking about seeing each other and being with each other and actually hanging out. And I know Will has mentioned that he made flyers for one of the conventions you attended last year. What was the convention again that you attended last year, Will?
It was Ranger Station. Right. It was out here in Philly.
Right. And I remember you mentioned that you made our postcard and people actually recognized us and like recognized who we were right away. And then you also mentioned your cousin?
My best friend.
Okay, so tell us that
my
story.
best friend, Isaiah. Hopefully you're listening. He went to New York Comic-Con. He did an Izzy cosplay, and he offered to he's the best. He offered to hand out some of the flyers that I made. And he did, but there were a couple of people who already recognized the show, which was like, wow.
Right? So first off, like, shout out to your best friend for doing that for us. Like, thank you. Real. That is incredible. Like, the fact that we didn't ask made it more amazing, like it was like you wanted to do this for us. So thank you so much, like from the bottom of our heart. That is incredibly amazing. And I definitely shed a tear when Will told us the story. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
No, for real, because like I'm not even going to hold you. Like the fact that like first of all he did it, but then also the fact that it was like, oh, people already knew.
Yes!
It's like,
Right?
excuse me,
Exactly.
you know
Yes.
us?
Oh my God. So that got me thinking, right? And sorry, it was a really long like intro to this, but that got me thinking. So I was looking at our numbers, because new year, new season, not new us, but we're here. And I noticed that one of our interview on Prince Philip, aka Jared Blakiston, he got 1.6K view on YouTube. Like,
Wow.
what? That is incredible, you guys. Like,
Wow.
I am, first of all, like, he actually, I think out of all the interviews on all of our across our platform, he is the most popular one. So
wow.
I don't know why. I mean, I'm glad you love him because we love him too. We had such an incredible time interviewing him, and that was fantastic. So I'm really, really glad to see that you guys enjoy it and liked it just as much. That obviously we got 1.6K view. The second thing I want to mention is our last episode of the year of 2021, the 100th episode on YouTube. I am shook, but it actually got 178 views on YouTube.
Wow.
Right? So I'm like, y'all, like, you don't understand how incredibly amazing that is. And that got me thinking some more. So I went onto our Anchor platform just to kind of see where y'all coming from. And you guys are making us proud. Okay. Apple Podcast, 44%.
Wow.
44%. Spotify, 21%. Overcast, I'm not sure what that means, is 5%. Website browser, 3%, and others at 27%. So I'm not sure where others come from. I have to look into that. But the other thing that got me thinking some more is, where are you all at? Like, where y'all listening to us from in terms of like the world, right? Y'all, brace yourself, okay? We got 88% from America, which not surprising, but also surprising. Like 88, okay, cool, I see you. Now, I'm about to list you a whole bunch of countries, and this is where I am shook, okay? UK came in at 4%. I didn't even know we had listeners in the UK, okay? Welcome.
Shout outs to the UK.
Right? Shout the fudge out. Like, what the fudge? We got Canada at 3%, which also, again, I did not realize we even had Canadian listeners. So, again, thank you for that. Ooh, my dog is happy for us too. We got 2% from Germany, which again, what the fudge? Spain at 1%, Brazil at 1%, India at 1%, Australia, New Zealand, Belgium, Vietnam, guys, Vietnam.
Wow. Vietnam, though.
Right? I didn't even know that was even a thing. This one is Huawei. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Is Kuwait.
Kuwait.
Oh, Kuwait.
Okay.
Kuwait.
Right? I apologize for that. I did not know how to pronounce that, guys. I'm really sorry.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Argentina, France, Netherlands, Chile, Libya.
Wow.
Libya.
One more time. Libya. Okay.
Malaysia. I'm gonna spell this one out. Estonia.
Estonia.
I guess I've never heard of this. I did not know. I've never heard of this country. Like, what? I'm shocked. Like, welcome. This is where it gets even cooler. South Korea, guys. South Korea. Oh my God, I don't know how to pronounce this, and I recognize it. Peru.
Oh, you're right, Peru.
Oh, Peru. Yeah,
Peru.
you're right.
Okay. I'm like, why am I having such a hard time with Peru? Peru, Portugal, and the last one is Czech Republic.
Wow.
So guys,
Wow.
we are in all of those countries. I am shook. I just wanted to bring that up, and I wanted to let you guys know that. And I wanted to welcome all of our listeners from all parts of those world and more. I mean, if y'all gonna join us from a brand new country, welcome. Welcome to our
Thank
lovely
you for
little
listening.
show, right? Like, thank you so much for supporting, for listening. If you subscribe, great. If you don't, well, don't forget to do so.
Wow. Wow. And wow again. I am just wow. Wow. Like, wow.
Right?
Y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Like, I knew me sitting here badgering y'all every episode, being like, please share, like, and comment. Like, I am so glad that it did not go in vain, you guys. And I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it.
I mean,
so that y'all can keep doing, so I can keep sharing.
Right? Like, I'm so shook. Like I said, like, just, having Will's best friend did that for us really got me thinking. And I'm like, you know what? I'm curious now, right? And then to kind of see, it was a really nice way to start season 3, because I literally just looked this up recently, and to know that, holy crap, we're going to season 3 with all of this support, all of this love, all of this recognition that we didn't even realize we had. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wow. And on that note of being so thankful and so so excited for just having just all this fantastic news happen to us, we are also going to talk about something that is also pretty effing exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So a certain ranger, so we all know a certain ranger from Dino Fury is a part of the character. We don't know about the actress. The character is a part of the LGBT community. So Power Rangers is actually being nominated for a GLAAD award. That is freaking huge. So just for the people in the back who don't know what the GLAAD Awards are. So GLAAD Awards basically is the award for all media dealing with LGBTQIA plus characters in the community. It is backed by many well-known and popular actors, whether they are on the LGBTQ spectrum or not. There are also straight allies as well who support the GLAAD Awards. And this actually, the Power Rangers, this is the first time that Power Rangers has ever been included on the show, because this is the first time we ever had an LGBTQ character on the TV show. Let's be very specific, the TV show. Now we didn't have it for the movie, which was actually pretty interesting. The movie was not a part of the GLAAD Awards, 2017, but this is the first time that Power Rangers has ever been added to the nomination roster. So that is actually very, very, very exciting. I think the last time that we've ever actually been nominated for any kind of award was a daytime Emmy, and that was for Time Force. So that was like back in 2001? Question?
Or I guess 2000.
Or I guess 2002.
It's for the next year.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think it's for next year, right? The next year. Yeah, so I think it was 2002. Regardless, like, it's been over 20 years ago. Like, like, it's been over 20 years since we've had a nomination for an award or of any kind of stature. So the fact that we're being nominated for anything is great, but to be nominated for the GLAAD Awards is completely freaking amazing. So big ups to Tessa Rao, big ups to Simon Bennett, all of the people who worked on Dino Fury, the cast, the crew. congratulations, you guys. Even if you do not win, because you got some heavy hitters y'all going against. Like, even if you don't win, a nomination is freaking huge. Like, a nomination is huge. Like, that means you're doing something right. Because people don't even get nominated, like it's like people be out here doing things and they just don't even get nominated. But the fact that we got nominated is actually really freaking important. So you are being seen, the story is being seen, the story is being heard, and that is all we want. We want positive visibility and inclusion, and we are finally getting our things. So that is awesome news.
Amazing news.
Yes. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, yes! Yes! Oh my God.
Yeah, that's huge for the show. Like you said, to not be nominated for like something other than like, the Kids' Choice Awards.
Right.
To be nominated for something after so many years, like this is something that's going to help get eyes on the show again.
Exactly.
And most importantly, just the fact that they, I don't want to say took the risk, because it was a risk, but it should just be something that is normalized anyway. Just showing different people.
Yeah,
It's a shame it took so long.
And the thing is, I've always heard of stories where it was like they've been wanting to do it, but just never could for whatever reason.
They're just saying that,
and yeah, I feel that way too. I do. I kind of feel like, it's one of those situations where it's like, y'all just saying that, kind of a situation. Cause I highly just don't believe that Samuell Brands was the type to be like, yeah, we're pushing LGBTQ inclusion. Yeah, I don't believe that. But, at the end of the day, I am glad that we finally got there. And maybe that kind of push will now, especially with, Izzy being the first, the first openly LGBTQ ranger openly on the show. Maybe that will push for not just female characters, male characters, being, queer, and also, have other types of rangers, whether that be non-binary, or because I'm telling you right now, I would love to see a non-binary ranger. I would love it. I would love to see a little piece of non-binary. Like, I'm telling you right now, if we ever were to see a non-binary ranger and like it's actually like biologically a guy, but then when he transforms, he gets a skirt. Wow. Well, they get a skirt. Oh my God, I will freaking lose my mind. I'm like, oh, we have arrived. Power Rangers has arrived. So, so I'm really excited about the future of what this could actually turn into in terms of the show. Now, granted, of course, we're still going to have a whole bunch of ignorant fucks in the comment section. But, at the end of the day, the more it's, thrown in your face, the more, what can you do? What can you do other than get on Twitter and be like, oh, I'm not watching the show anymore. I'm not watching it anymore. Well, I mean, don't. Because like the gag is, what people really don't realize is that Japan has been doing this kind of stuff the entire time. Like, they've been doing it for years. Y'all watch Super Sentai and Kamen Rider all the time. And y'all don't say nothing about them doing it. So why all of a sudden, Power Rangers is doing it, so now all of a sudden, it's a problem? But you watch Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, and they've been doing it. So just saying, I need some of y'all to, check yourselves. But anywho, so yeah, that is some great positive news that we're going to throw out there. So also some more great positive news. So Nickelodeon has now removed all episodes of Power Rangers Dino Fury from Nick.com. That was last year. So yes, we can finally kind of conclude that, Power Rangers and Nickelodeon has completely split. We can kind of deduce that, I think. I think that is an accurate interpretation. Funny enough, they also ran a poll where they were like, what is the best show of 2021 on Nickelodeon? And it turns out that Dino Fury won. So y'all just took that was very interesting. It's like y'all literally just took the best show off of Nickelodeon. So yeah, I thought that was funny. So yeah, that happened. So we are also now getting brand new toys in this new running for Dino Fury. Now the gag is what many people are now starting to notice is that it's specifically with the Zords. We are getting the Moza Razor Zord, and we are also getting the Terra Free Zord. But many people are actually kind of, a little skeptical, a little scared, because we may not be getting the light and dark Zords. I think that's what they're called. Let me go back to my notes. The light Raptor Zord and the shadow Raptor Zord. Yes. We may not be getting them. We may not be getting the Patchy Zord, and we may not be getting the Dimetro Zord. So the girls are a little confused and a little scared. Now here's the thing. I don't think anyone on this panel is a toy collector. I don't really think anybody cares. Okay. Because I was gonna say I don't think anybody here would get them anyway. But like,
not me. I mean, I know Will.
How do y'all feel? Yeah,
not like that.
Go ahead. What you
I
say?
don't like these new. I don't like. She said she knows that I have a couple of toys, but not.
Oh, okay.
Like these ones. Like you guys already know how I feel about like Zords and Megazords these days. So I definitely. This ain't for me.
Yeah. Honestly, personally, like obviously, like you mentioned earlier, we don't collect toys really, so it doesn't really affect me at all. It's whatever. Like they're cute as swords. As the toys. I think that is actually a really cute design. I didn't think that they were actually going to do that. Like even have that consideration. But if they don't make them into toys, really, what are we losing? And I'm pretty sure the kids are not even missing out on it. Because that's what they mostly make it for. They make it for the kids, not for the adult us. Unfortunately.
If you're going to release the Zords, you would think that they would release all of them. That's interesting that they wouldn't, because it's like I feel like that's money that you're missing out on potentially, unless they ended up being shelf warmers like that huge Ninja Steel Megazord. You remember that one? It was like
you talking about that the lion?
It was like a seat or something.
Yeah, it was the lion something Zord, the lion whatever. Because it was like that big gigantic thing where he could like sit on it or whatever. He sit on it, but yeah, he could like
tell up. And that was, I still remember. I would see that thing everywhere when, like, right before Toys R Us closed down in the States. They had a bunch of those left over.
They were practically giving them away because some things was like $5, $6. Like they were trying to give them away, and literally people still weren't buying them. Like it was sad. It was so sad. It's like, oh, child. Like, here's my thing. Like, I personally just like, I think that if they're going to do the Zords, like they should just go ahead and do them. I know they didn't do the Beast Morphers lion, whatever that thing it was, the lion Zord. I know they did. I don't think they did that. I don't think they ever released it. So that's a Zord that we never got. I don't think somebody might fact check me and be like, yeah, we did. I got it. You know, like, which I mean, if you do, then great, you know, but I don't remember seeing it. That's just like the Ninja Steel Ninja Com. Like they were supposed to release that. we never got it over here, but they got it overseas in the UK. That's how come I got mine. So I'm one of the only people in the States that got one. But like it is like, so if, like I said, if y'all do, if it is out, then great. But I don't personally remember it ever coming out. But so it's not a thing. It's not it sucks, but it's not unheard of that we don't get certain things, like it's not unheard of. As a person who don't really collect toys like that, I mean, I do collect certain ones that I actually want. I do collect them, but for the most part, like, I'm not out here rushing to collect Zords. I mean, I haven't collected a Zord in, God knows, Jesus Christ, since I was like 10 years old. So I it's been years since I've collected a Zord. So like, I'm like, not really my thing. But for the avid people who do collect these things, I could see how they would be like, this sucks. Like, I want the whole line. Like, I don't want just y'all cherry picking certain things just because they can combine with certain things. Because the gag is what, and this is a Dino Fury spoiler, so if you don't want to hear this, please fast forward. But the gag is the Zords that they are releasing, the Moza Razor, the Terra Freeze, and also the Red Rangers Tyranno Champion. They can all combine to be the final Megazord for the show. Those are the ones that combine to be the final one, which we got a preview of that in the season. I don't know whether y'all remember, but that Zord that was blasting all the quote unquote Sporix that were actually just henchmen. And they were blasting them, and they like shot them in there, like they blew them up on the whole planet. Like, that little scene, that was that Zord. That was the final Zord. That was the Zord that had the Terra Freeze, the Terra Freeze, the Tyrannosaurus, and the Moza Razor. So I kind of have a feeling that they're just going to just bring those Zords out just so that the kids can make that and be like, y'all don't need them other ones because they're just attachments. And be like, call it a day. Like, y'all don't need that. Like I said, it would suck, but I mean, hey.
I mean, if people really want the Zords, they could just get the Sentai counterparts, right? They'd be better quality anyway.
I agree 100%. I do think that they should go ahead and get the Japanese ones. I mean, personally, I have both morphers. I have both the Ryusoulger and the Dino Fury morpher, one just slightly bigger than the other. But I have them both. And, so, I mean, if you really wanted them both, you could. And I mean, personally, I just feel like the Japanese ones kind of, they are made better. They're a lot more durable and all of that. I know a lot of people have been saying like the Dino Fury Zords, like the little Lego looking pieces have been falling off. For some people, not everybody, but for some people, they've been saying that they've been falling off. But so the Japanese do have a lot more durability with their stuff. However, the American stuff is a lot more posable. Like, they have more joints and more articulation than the Japanese ones. So I mean, it's kind of like a toss-up kind of situation. What do you want more? Do you want to be able to pose your stuff, or do you want more durability and more sustainability with the actual toy itself? It's kind of like a toss-up kind of thing. It all goes into personal taste, basically. So I can see how some people would be like, I want my Dino Fury. But if they don't make it, you ain't got a choice. Now, do you? You ain't got a choice. Speaking of Dino Fury, though, I ain't gonna even hold y'all. So they went ahead and released some new toys. They're saying that they're going to be coming soon, obviously. Dino Fury Black Ranger, Dino Fury Green Ranger, and the Dino Night Red Ranger is coming soon. Dino Night!
They're finally using that name.
We are finally using it. And the girls are like, oh my God, we're finally getting that name, but we should have had it as a whole team. Look, I hear that, right? But and however, the show, the people who created the show said it's Dino Fury, so let it go. Anyway, but I'm excited. Like, I mean, I knew they were going to use that armor from Reed Soldier. I knew they were going to use it. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. The only thing that I am not excited about, however, I'm not even going to hold you. Green and black, I feel like they got shafted. They got shafted to me because remember how we had red, blue, and red, blue, and pink? There we go. Red, blue, and pink. And how they had their own personalized weapon that never made it into the show. And they weren't wearing a boot sleeve. And, all that. Like, I wanted my Green and Black Rangers to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I wanted my Green Ranger to come out with a claw weapon. And my Black Ranger to have a spiky weapon or something like that, something he can shoot spikes out of, something like I don't know, but whatever they were going to do, like I wanted it, and they were like, "Nah, we just gonna give them boot sleeves." Like, for real. But whatever. So they did that. And, and also we got a little henchman, we got a little henchman coming up. So that's cute. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening in Toyland. But also, so we reported last year that Hasbro, we lost our president and CEO, Brian Goldner, last year, because cancer sucks. And, so we lost him, but we now have a brand new CEO and a new COO. Now, our COO and president, his name is Eric Nyman, and our new CEO, his name is Chris.
Oh God!
I can't even help you because I'm terrible with names.
No, it's an easy word.
Very easy name, but there's so many jokes that can go with this. So his name is Chris Cox, and it is spelled exactly the way you think. So I'm pretty sure this man has been pretty he probably had a very he probably had a very interesting childhood. Because I'm pretty sure
he has a stage name, and when he was a child, use his real name now because it'll get him the attention he needs.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know, but I sure would want to be anywhere where they have to call his name on the intercom and be like, Mr. Cox, can you please come to the office? Like, please, no. Like, can you just say it does?
Mr. Cox.
Like, his name really does sound like a porn name.
Please come to the office. Your attention is much needed.
Like, right? Like, I'm telling you, I agree, Will. His name does sound like a little piece of porn star name. Like he's supposed to be doing a scene with somebody, and it's like, oh, Chris Cox.
Like, Chris Cox, please come here.
Chris Cox is in this new porno. It's like, what? Like, what is happening?
I mean, like, you know what? We apologize, Mr. Cox. Like,
I hate both of you.
I'm sorry. We're sorry.
Oh God. Oh. God.
I guess it would work. I wonder what his wife or his partner must be like. Hi, Mr. or Mrs. Cox.
Listen, I mean, maybe
would you change your name if you were married to
no. I wouldn't know. I'm gonna answer that right off the cuff. No, I would not change my name. No, baby, I love you, but I'm not changing my name to that. Absolutely not.
Well, you know my name. Okay, my name would be great. Okay, so everyone thinks my name is Miss. Is Thang, right? Which is fine. It's actually Tang, but whatever. We'll go with Thang. I could say Cox Thang.
Another synonym for penis. Awesome. Like, like,
I'm just saying
Miss Thang.
That would be such a great name. Hi, Miss Cox Thang.
Miss Cox Thang.
Not that I want to be married to this guy. I'm just saying it's,
Jesus. Oh my God.
Or Thang Cox. We're really sorry.
Oh God, Mr. Cox. Oh, Chris Cox. All right. Oh gosh, like it just sounds so terrible.
Maybe he just went by Cece.
I hope so.
I
hope so.
I don't know.
Maybe he has like a maybe it's like they have like multiple Chris's there, so we're like Chris C, and we automatically know who we're talking about, or like Mr. C, or something like that. Like
Mr. C.
It would be really funny if someone else's name was Cunt.
Oh my goodness, that is vulgar.
Like, I'm just saying.
Listen, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, first of all, for the people who don't know this, which probably many of you don't, like, I think that word is hilarious. Like, it is not offensive to me whatsoever. That shit
it's not offensive to me whatsoever.
It is funny.
You know what I think? I will be honest. Okay, I feel like if you meant it in a rude term, like, the word bitch or, whatever, then yes, it could be offensive. But I feel like if you don't use it in that term, I don't see an issue with it.
I don't either. Like, I agree 100%. Like, I personally feel like that word is just funny to me. Even if you meant it in a rude way, like, it's still funny. Like, do you not know how many times I have heard people being called a cunt in a very mean, nasty way, and I bust out laughing? Hell, I've been called a cunt, and I literally screamed laughing, and this person is angry with me, and I am laughing in their face because I just think the word is funny.
Honestly, I'm with you. Like, I don't really see anything. For me personally, I don't see anything offensive, or it's kind of like, okay, this is nothing compared to it, but like, I know with Asian people used to call them chinks.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the term? I don't find it offensive.
Yes, I've heard that.
Yeah, I mean, I think no one's ever called me that before. If they did, though, I would probably assume they're talking about like I don't know, some kind of ring or something. I don't even know. Like
a ring.
A ring though?
That sounds like it's supposed to hurt you, right? Like a tool, like not a actual I don't even know where that even like originated from, but if someone was to call me a chink, I don't see that as being offensive. Not that I'm sure the rest of my community would disagree with me, but I just personally do not find it offensive. However, people think I'm Filipino versus Chinese. So there's that too.
Well, I mean, listen, like there's a bunch of people around the world who just think that everybody is the same.
I
like if you are a part of a certain demographic, then you are automatically one thing. And it's right. Like you do know that there are like different types of people and not just one group. Like, but also that just comes with poor education and excuse me, that was disgusting. Almost choked on my own
you were
spit.
so disgusted by the fact that people had lack of education that your body rejected that.
yeah it just rejected that terrible nonsense. But not like, so we now have these new people, so Hasbro has now, Mr. Stoddard, who was the interim, has now stepped down and went back to his duties. So, Hasbro is now running like it has been before, but just under new management. So we can probably expect to see more an interesting take, as we will, as far as like where things go with the company and things of that nature. Yeah, so let's see, what else do we have on the list here? Oh yeah, so in the realm of comics, in Comics Land, Will, I know this is your arena. What do we have for the comics? Like, what is the tea? What's going on?
Wow. Well, I'm not sure if there has been an official announcement yet, but we know that Ryan Parrott, he actually did tweet this out. I don't know if there's been an official announcement about.
There hasn't.
Okay. So he tweeted out maybe like a month ago that he will be ending his run as the writer for Mighty Morphin after issue 16. He, however, will still be doing Power Rangers, which of course follows the Omega Rangers, Jason, Zach, and Trini. And in Yale. However, it has been, at least on the sites that are previewing issue 17, it's going to be written by Mighty Morphin, excuse me. It'll be written by Matt Groom, and Matt Groom is one of the hosts of the Ranger Danger podcast. I believe they actually just did an interview. It was a big Power Ranger Arthur interview or writer interview with was Kyle Higgins, Ryan Parrott, and Matt Groom. So that's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how different Matt is going to, possibly the different direction that he'll take it in. I'm excited about it. He has some experience writing as it is now, but it'll definitely be interesting. And he's a Power Rangers fan, so that'll be cool to see. Any thoughts on that? Ryan, of course, he's been at it for what, like 5-6 years now?
Yes, he's been at it, and I think it's been great. And I always feel like, obviously, when there's a change, you never know if it's going to be a good thing or bad thing. We just know what we know, right? With that being said, I really hope that it continues the right path of greatness still. Yeah, so that's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I guess I can kind of echo Lena in that sentiment. I do think that, I don't know anything about this new guy. I really don't. I have no idea who he is.
Me neither.
If I saw this man walking down the street, I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man. But
I'm with you there.
Like the only reason why I even had an idea of who he was because Will always talking about the Ranger Danger podcast. Like, oh my God, that's my shit. Oh my God. And I'm like, okay.
It's funny, like, even though he still talks about it, I still have no idea who Ranger Danger was.
I have no idea who they are. Okay? No idea.
Right?
And that's no shade. It's no shade. Yeah, it's no shade at all.
Yeah, no shade at
all.
But,
yeah, like, it's no shade. Yeah. But, I have no idea who he is. But, I think that's absolutely freaking amazing that,
that's a good opportunity.
It's a fantastic opportunity. And, it's like, I'm very excited about having an actual fan, someone who's like that close to the fandom, but also, is now writing for the comics. Like that is actually crazy. Like that's insane. And I know that's like a dream, probably like a dream job for him, to be able to do that, write for his passion. So that's beautiful. That's a fantastic thing. My only thing is that like, I just don't want it. And this is just me. I just want it to sound as consistent and as worldly as I want it to feel like we're still in the same world. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like, sometimes when you add on brand new writers, and this is one thing that I love about Boom so far, is with what they've been doing, with the exception of Beyond the Grid. Every comic kind of feels like they're all a part of the world. Like they kind of coincide. The voices kind of link together. Which is something that I appreciate. Even though you have different writers, they still feel cohesive. Like I said, without the mention of Beyond the Grid, which wasn't Marguerite's fault. She just had no idea who these people were that she was writing. But that wasn't, once again, that was not her fault. So, everyone sounds and feels very cohesive. I know that with this guy, I'm pretty sure he has a very profound knowledge of the show. My only issue is I'm nervous because he has so much knowledge, and because he has such a profound knowledge and profound love for the show. My only fear is that it can then turn into very fanficky. That's my only biggest fear, is that I just don't want it to feel like something I'm reading off of Angel Fire. If anybody remember, like, I might be telling my age, but that's where everybody used to read their podcast, like read their fanfics on. Like, people make Angel Fire pages, and like they'll just plaster their fanfics on there, and it's just like
taking it back, jeez,
baby. Okay, like that's why I said I hope I didn't tell my age, but like, but for real though, like that was the thing, and like some of those fanfics, I'm not gonna lie to you, some of them were actually kind of dope. But then you actually had a lot of them that were awful. Like they were kind of like, oh God, like yikes. Especially the ones where they always talking about shipping different Rangers. I'm like, yeah, they were actually friends in the show, right? So why would you ship them? Or they were like brothers or sisters in the show, right? So why would you ship them? Like it was just weird. But like that's what I mean. Like it's stuff like that, and I just don't want it. Me personally, I just don't want to feel like I'm reading something like a fanfic. Like I want it to feel like it's like he's writing a comic, not writing something that he's just posted on the internet like 2 days ago. Like that's the kind of thing I'm actually nervous about. Well, not really nervous, but I just hope that doesn't happen. But I will say though, like I said before, I do think that this is a great opportunity, and I am actually very excited for him and excited for what he's going to do and what he's going to bring. Because I know Ryan was getting tired. Like he was getting tired. That baby was tired. And now he gets to do his own comic now and concentrate on his baby, which are the Omega Rangers. So, he has his plate is a little bit lighter. So congratulations, Ryan. Congratulations, Matt. And yeah, this is very exciting.
One more thing. We are coming to the end of the Eltarian War arc. I believe that's going to end next month with issue 16 of Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers. And that story's been crazy. Crazy. If you guys haven't, to the listeners, if you guys haven't been reading, you absolutely should be. This is another epic battle. It's not quite as large as the Shattered Grid, but oh man, they have the 6 Power Rangers, they have the 3 Omega Rangers, they have Zelia from Eltar, and they're going against a bunch of evil Eltarians. Eltar, remember, is Zordon's home planet, so they're finally exploring that world, and there's ties to some of the villains that we know. It's insane. We will be reviewing it eventually, but definitely, you guys, please buy these comics because they are so good. We always say this, they're giving us things that we haven't gotten from the show in a really long time. So definitely pay attention to those. Boom Studios, Power Rangers comics, they are phenomenal.
They really are. They are freaking absolutely amazing. Like, I mean, we talk about them on the show, and you see how we be like so into it. Like, they're really, really good comics. So if you have not picked them up, please do so. If you don't want to read them, that's fine, But also to just know that you are missing out. You are missing out. You are missing out. And with that being said, sidebar, we still don't have a date for Dino Fury season 2, so do not ask us. Moving on. Don Brothers. Now, y'all, so last year, December, we had got the introduction of the brand new Sentai Don Brothers that will be coming this year. I want to say this March, actually. That will be airing this March in Japan. This follows the current season that is airing right now, called Zenkaiger, which we talked about last year. That none of us watch, so don't ask us how we feel about it because we don't watch it. But we did get scans for Don Brothers, and we're just gonna talk about them. We're just gonna talk about them. See what they're giving. If we like them, if we don't. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't. But
they do be resembling the Guardians of the Galaxy, though.
I can
see
that. For me,
did you not see the comparison? Someone actually.
I see it.
Yeah, I did see that. Just as far as the mix matched like sizes of the different team members. But something that I see, like their suits remind me of a mix of oh my god, do I know these names? Go Kaiser and Go Buster. It's like them together, just the way that the suits look. But then do you see it?
No, but
really?
I mean, I kind of see the Go Kaiser. I don't see the Go Busters, other than the shades, like the visors.
For me, it's the way that remember how they basically had like leather jackets as a part of the suits, and then the yellow, it was like a leather jacket, like a leather dress basically with black legs. That's what I kind of see there.
No, okay.
But that is so interesting. So the yellow and red are like the only quote unquote normal looking Rangers, and then black is a tiny, oh my gosh, what is that? Like a tiny cat or a fox or something?
I think he's like a fox. I think so.
Like a humanoid
I think he's like
fox.
A fox. Yeah.
And blue is like this beefed up gorilla, I'm assuming. And like in the inside, like suited, but it has his arms. I think those are supposed to be muscles, but yeah, but they're also look furry. Like he's wearing like a fur jacket.
Like he looked like he is right there in Brooklyn. Like he wearing somebody's little fur coat in Brooklyn.
And the Pink Ranger is this, like 8 foot tall, skinny thing with
Mosquito.
wings. Oh, a mosquito. Okay.
Well, it's supposed to be a pheasant, but it looks like a mosquito to me.
Okay.
Like it looks
And
like a mosquito.
this is very interesting, very different. We haven't seen anything like this before. I guess they're kind of going with the last season being completely out of the box. And this is very different.
So here's my thing, right? So I just sent y'all a picture in the chat. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, they look like Mini Force. They look like Mini Force Dino Force, like Mini Force Dino, whatever that little show is on Dinosaur Power on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's what they look like to me.
I seen that.
That's legit what they look like. Like when I saw those costumes, I was like, this is Mini Force.
Yeah.
This is Mini Force. Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, for real? For real? Now, don't get me wrong. I know they jack from y'all and y'all jacking from them, but y'all just jacking each other. Like, y'all doing a whole circle jerk, and I am not here for it. Like, y'all could have picked something else. Like, now, don't get me wrong. Listen, the costumes themselves, I'm like, they're cute. Like, they're pretty basic to me. They do kind of have this interesting feel because you do have the Blue Ranger is kind of given the same vibes that Q Ranger was given with their Blue Ranger, or is it Okami Blue? The Blue Ranger of the Q Rangers, he also was wearing some fur stuff on his suit. So because he was like an alien wolf or something, so he was wearing so when he would transform, he has like furry arms as well. So the fur arms thing isn't a new thing, but the thing that got me was when you turn Blue around and he got red cakes. His ass red like a damn gorilla.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's fascinating. Wow.
I'm like, so y'all really gonna have this mug with a red ass? Like, y'all dead ass? Y'all for real? Like, Are we really doing that? Like, okay. And then you got Pink looking like a damn tall ass mosquito, looking crazy. And I'm just like, this is weird. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, I know I have been saying I'm just waiting on Hasbro to be like, yo, we just gonna, we just gonna let people think what they gonna think until we tell them otherwise. But this is just like writing on the wall at this point. Like, I really do feel like this show, we've severed the ties between each other. Like, Hasbro and Toei are no longer together. Like, I really feel like that's the case because, like, I'm sorry, and I know fans are like, oh, I can't wait to see Zenkaiger be adapted. I thoroughly do not believe that Zenkaiger would ever be adapted in Power Rangers. Like, it just does not seem like something that the Power Ranger genre itself would think of adapting. It just doesn't feel that way. And Power Rangers in general just doesn't feel like Super Sentai, excuse me, doesn't feel like they've been producing anything in general that they actually want to be adapted. Like, I just don't see it. Like I said with Zenkaiger, that does not feel like something that they want to see adapted. This new one, it does not feel like something they want to see adapted. It just feels like these are all things that they're just like, this is for us now. This is us. If you want to adapt it, well, it's not even that you want to, because I just feel like they're just now not even working together, period. But it's just screaming to me they're not working together.
Oh my
That's
God.
what it feels like to me. Their weapons, their suits, first of all, y'all watched that clip where Don Momotaro, the red one, came on to Zenkaiger, right? Because I sent it to y'all. Did y'all watch that? That whole introduction scene. Oh, child. Like, now I'm not gonna hold you. First of all, he came in on the bike. That, now mind you, the bike can combine with the red Kikinoid, the Juron, or whatever his name is. it can combine with him, which can become its own Megazord. Which I ain't gonna hold you. That whole sequence looked crazy to me. Will, you said you liked it. Baby, no. It looked jank to me. That thing looked crazy.
When you sent me that, I was like, what the heck am I looking at? I'm like, you know what? I'm just like, I'm just gonna watch this and call this a day because I still have no idea what I'm watching. And I didn't get an explanation as to what I'm watching.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you now, I had to watch it twice. Because I was really confused at what was going on. And I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to watch this episode and I don't want to. So I'm just gonna try to do the best with what I got. But I'm just sitting there like, this is foolishness. Like, I don't understand. This is what y'all are rooting for? Is this who we are? Is this what we represent? Like, I'm just like, what is happening? So, you had this whole scene with Don Momotaro. He comes in and he's doing all the things with, all his flashiness with the sword. And, it looked like some big ass Ray-Bans on a stick, but whatever. So he's doing all these things and blah, 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 blah. And like, then he uses the big ass pink nuts on his forehead to trap the monster.
They did look like nuts.
Like, I'm like, what is this? This is what y'all are rooting for? This mug trapping monsters in his nuts? In his nutsack?
I mean, in all fairness, Brennan, that is a tip for some of us that we could possibly use.
What the fuck?
I don't want to trap nobody in no nut sacks, okay? Like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, y'all are tripping.
Oh my God.
Like, literally, I sat there looking dumbfounded while watching that clip. Like, I'm like, what is this?
I was like, what did Brennan send me? Is this like a porno or something? Like, what is happening?
We did never watch that
porno?
that fake Power Ranger porn.
Oh, ha!
I'm not gonna watch that fake Power Ranger porn because
I did. I actually did. I watched it, not the porn, but like the actual. I didn't watch the actual porno. But I did watch the show that they were promoting outside the porno. I did do that.
Oh, and how was that?
It's on YouTube, actually. I'll send y'all the link. But yeah, like it's actually very interesting. I'm not gonna hold you. It's not the best. I mean, I'm not, they ain't actors. I can tell you that right now. But the storyline was actually kind of cute. I was like, oh, okay. The action choreography was decent, mildly. But the suits look good. The CGI actually looked pretty good. So I was like, this isn't bad. And they even had a season 2. They did. They had a season 2. Because it had such a positive reaction the first time around because people were so gooped and gagged that, oh my God, the porno Power Rangers look better than the real thing. So they had a season 2, which was equally as like boring as the first one, but whatever. But yeah, like I personally was like, this is decent. It was better than Zenkaiger to me. Like I was like, I can actually follow this. This actually has a storyline. I mean, it's not the best, but at least it has one. So to me, overall, Don Brothers, I am one of those people who has come to understand and come to know that sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Super Sentai is no longer my thing. Like at one point, Super Sentai used to be like the end all be all. Like I used to live like there was a period of time where I stopped consistently watching Power Rangers and only focused on Sentai. Even though I would go back and watch it, I would go back and watch Power Rangers, and also during that time where Power Rangers dipped for a year and we only had Reversion, which, child, I would never recommend anybody watch that bullshit. But like, you know, like when we had that, like I was sitting there watching Super Sentai, and I kept up with Super Sentai like hardcore. Like I was a Super Sentai fan for that period of time. And especially during the years of Samurai, Jesus Christ, like I was like, I'm not watching this shit faithfully. Like I'm definitely gonna watch Super Sentai more than Power Rangers. But at the end of the day, I guess I am not as much of a diehard fan as many other people, because I just absolutely refuse to just say that something is good just off the merit of it being what it is. Case in point, there are some fans and some fans of Power Rangers as well who just feels like whatever these shows produce is always going to be great, and that's just what it is no matter what. And you are entitled to feel the way that you feel. Me being a film major and somebody who just enjoys TV and film in general, like I need story. I need characterization. I need something that's going to hook me in, that's going to make me watch it. Like, it just can't be, cool choreography and you know, cool choreography and cool suits. Like, that doesn't excite me anymore. I'm not a child anymore. Like, that part of my imagination is not quite there anymore. Well, I'm not going to say it's not quite there. It evolved. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit different now. Like, I need a little more. Like, those things just aren't going to sustain me. Now, granted, I like looking at those things because aesthetically they're pleasing and I like them. But if you think that I'm going to tune in every week and just watch some suits moving without a storyline, you lost me. I'm not doing that. And that is exactly what I feel like we're getting with Super Sentai. Like, it's literally just, we're watching Japanese suit actors walk around and do zany shit. And people are like, oh my God, that's great. And it's like, if you love that, wonderful. I'm not stopping you from loving it. Like, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't. I'm just saying it's not for me anymore. It's not for me. You know, and I kind of feel like Don Brothers is going to be more of the same. I mean, literally, Don Brothers is the sequel to Zenkaiger. Like, it literally is the sequel. So I'm like, I think I'm good. Like, I think I'm good. I don't want to see I don't want to see Don Brothers. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested. I think it looks terrible. What took me out was when he trapped that monster in his balls. I was like, I think I'm done. Like, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with Super Sentai at this point. Like, I thought I was done with it at Zenkaiger with the dreads who hate his own kind. I thought I was done at that point, but nah, this took the cake. I was like, nah, I think I'm done for real. So yeah, like Zenkai, like Power Rangers, whatever y'all decide to do, Hasbro, you know, I'm rocking with y'all. Dino Fury so far has been very good. It's been exceptional. I've been enjoying it. Once again, we do not have a time or a date when Dino Fury Season 2 will be premiering on Netflix, so do not ask us. Lena, what the hell is this? Okay, guys, so we also are on our chat while we're doing the show. And you guys obviously can't see it, but Lena we'll put Okami Blue from Q Ranger into the chat, and she's like, what the hell is this?
I've been waiting for you to finish your speech so that I could say that, because I was like, I don't know what this is. What the heck am I looking at?
It's very, very strange. Look at that. Look at his pants.
He is wearing.
Look at his toes.
Look at his face. What the heck is happening?
Well, that too.
Girl, he's wearing a whole velour jumpsuit. Like,
yes.
What is
that
happening?
is a velour jumpsuit.
What's happening?
Girl, I told you. I told you he was a part of some wolf clan, some wolf alien people.
Like,
with a whole side mohawk.
I don't know. I was like, what the heck is that? Like, that is terrible. I'm sorry. Whoever came up with this costume idea needs to be fired ASAP.
Girl, that was a part of the Q Rangers that people want, girl.
Oh, that is just, what is this like?
A precursor to what we're getting now.
Wait, so are people becoming furries? Like, what is happening?
Oh
well, a furry was a part of this show. That's what they, well, actually, two of them.
Oh,
yeah. So, I mean, this is the thing. And it most certainly was a thing.
Hold on, let me get this straight. So people are okay with furries, but they're not okay with sexualities. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Listen,
I'm just saying, you know, like
I have nothing. I'm just saying, I have nothing. I don't. I have nothing to say to that. Like, people are just like, I can deal with this, but I can't deal with that. Listen,
like, I mean, not that I'm saying being a furry is a bad thing. It's just I feel like a furry in a children's TV series is a little bit more extreme than having your identity be heard and seen.
I mean, somebody might sit there and might sit there and be like, you know what? That's not a furry. You know, it's not a furry to them. They're aliens pretending to be well, they're furries pretending to be aliens. So to them, it's not a furry. You know, it's an alien.
Well, you know, that might be right, but that's interesting.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying is like I just cannot wait till somebody's little kid goes, I want to be a furry one day, daddy.
Well, shoot, child.
I want to be like that little monster, a furry.
A furry. All right. You be whatever you want to be when you grow up, baby. You be whatever you want to be.
Oh, Lord.
Child.
I still stand by my statement. What the hell is this?
Girl, like I say, girl, that's what the people want. That is what the people want.
Oh my God.
They say, give us Q Ranger. But the gag is, when they say give us Q Ranger, this is also what they asking for. This guy. They are also asking for him.
What is that thing next to in the last photo? Wait, does he have a mouth? What is that?
Yes, like he's an alien. Like,
he's a wolf. He's a wolf.
He's a wolf alien.
He's kind of like Doggy Kruger, but like the. Have you ever seen the Japanese version of Doggy Kruger?
I don't think I have. Why is it not? Is it more furrier?
It is terrifying.
Oh,
but I met a cosplayer that did the Sentai version of.
Oh
Doggy
no!
Kruger. And
no, why would he do that?
Even okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is even better looking than the other dude.
I don't think so. Wait, then the other Doggy Kruger or
no. Then the last photo you sent me of the
Okami Blue.
Yeah, like that is not as like this Japanese Doggy Cougar is not as scary as this dude that you just sent me earlier. Like the dude,
I thought he was terrifying.
I don't know. He's not. Okay, he's a little scary. Never mind. That last one you said. That's a little scary. What is happening? Why are these guys so scary looking? What the fudge is happening?
It makes me appreciate the one we got in SPD.
I really like the one we got. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, because he looked more alien. Like he did the assignment right.
Right? This
instead
guy
of
like a
just
furry.
looking like instead of just looking like somebody in a furry head with a human body. Like that's weird.
That's weird. No, thank you. Moving on, please. More furry talk.
We are gonna go ahead and dip out from the furries, and we are gonna go ahead and go to our final little piece of conversation for the night. Because I know y'all are like, well, when are we all gonna get to the part that we want to listen to? Girl, well, here we go. Child, I don't know if y'all actually saying that or not. But so we're gonna talk about the second half of Wheel of Time featuring Zoe Robbins, who played Haley, the White Ranger from Ninja Steel. Now, I'm pretty sure Homegirl would never want to actually compare herself to that show anymore, but that's what most of y'all remember her from. So yeah, that's where she's from. And she actually gets a lot more things and a lot more respect on this show than she got on Ninja Steel, because she was completely underused and completely just mismanaged on that show.
And at least in this one, she actually gets a boy that respects her.
Period. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that little piece of relationship between her and old dude. Girl,
I didn't see that coming.
I saw that coming.
I saw that coming. I saw it coming a mile
You
away.
did?
Yes.
How soon?
Like
I seen it coming like right where, like that part where they were in the city, and like that's when like he was looking for Moraine.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I can like kind of like I can sense it or something like that. Like I can like follow her or whatever. I sensed it. I felt it then.
No. You know when I felt it? Ooh, child. At the fire pit. And then right? And then when she saved him after he died, I was like, you like him?
You like him.
You like him a lot.
Look back at that. So, because I assumed that Moraine and his name is Lan, I think. I thought that they liked each other.
No.
Initially, but then of course we saw that she was in love with her superior, who's a woman. Which I didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see that coming. That was a good twist. But for me, I knew they weren't together only because you could tell the level of respect they had for each other. It was literally just a simple fact, the fact that they chose to bond together. It had nothing to do with anything more than that, and you just had a feeling, right? And I really did like how Moraine basically said to him, like, you know what, I like her. And I knew right then and there, like, she approved. And I was like, he's going to get some booty. I can see that.
Oh my God. And then another thing, because Nanine, is that how you say it? Nynaeve.
Yeah.
Nynaeve. That is Zoe's character's name. She was not here for Moraine at all.
No.
At all.
I was wondering where that animosity came from. And I for a second I was thinking maybe she thought that Lan and Moraine were a thing, and that's why she acted like that. Or was it something else?
It's something else. It's because this is just my take on it. I think it's the power struggle, because Moraine wanted the four children. We're gonna call them children because they basically are. The way they're acting, the way they're behaving, they were children, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Moraine wanted the 4 children because they are supposedly, possibly, the dragon reborn. And Naveen, am I saying right? Nynaeve, she feels like she's responsible for those 4 children because she's been around, she's seen them, grow up. They're from the 2 Rivers, which is the village they're from, and she feels responsible for them. So she literally came to find them to bring them home. That was her duty. So she didn't like the fact that Moraine was there to essentially kill them. Essentially, if they weren't the dragon reborn, they would be killed. Not by her, but by what was going to happen when they went to go find out whoever was the dragon reborn again.
Right.
And so she So Zoe's character was not here for it. She was basically mother. She was like a mother to them, but not a mother, but like she had that motherly bond to them, right? So she was like, I don't like you because I'm here to protect my children. And remember when she finally found one of them, she was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened to them? Are they okay? Please, like, like let me know when they get here, etc., etc. Like she was super protective of them. And that's why she didn't like Moraine, in my opinion.
I think you're pretty much like exactly like right on the money with it. Like she never trusted Moraine at all. Like ever since like the first episode when she came gallivanting into the
Two Rivers,
into
the village.
the little village, into the little bar, where the bar and saloon where they were all having drinks and celebrating and having a good time. And she came in there and she was just like, girl, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like ever since then, she never saw it for her. And then when she bust out and was like, one of these four could be the Dragon Reborn. Like sis was like, and then you talk about killing the other three. Oh no, bitch, you got the wrong people. You ain't doing that over here.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like ever since, like she never saw it for her. Yeah. And like it was just very interesting. And the one thing that I really liked about this show was that they tried to do a red herring. They tried to throw you off with the little relationship between old dude and an Eve, because the other guy who his Aes Sedai got killed. Remember when they were fighting the guy who was possessed?
Yeah.
His Aes Sedai got killed, but they were in love. I don't think
in love.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Oh no, girl. I think they were in love, because like the way that like that little scene where they were talking, where they were having a little conversation or whatever, and just the longing looks and stuff that they were and the kind of like subtle playfulness that they were given, that was not no friendly little conversation. It felt like they were together. I
mean, I don't know. I'm personally, I didn't get that vibe. I think if anything, from what I understood, when you choose to bond together, it's a whole commitment, right? And you really do feel each other at all times, kind of a thing. So this is just me, right? I think that they bonded to the point where they truly, genuinely love and care for one another on a deeper level than most of the Aes Sedai and their Warners. That was my take on it, right? I didn't sense that they were in love. I sensed that they have a deep, deep love for each other. I'm not sure.
I mean, I guess like I could see that. But my thing is,
just because just because the fact that they are able to feel each other's feelings, that's the only reason why I think that, not so much of the fact that they are sexually in love and emotionally in love.
I think they were, because if something was to happen to Moraine, because like Moraine and what's that guy named Lee or whatever his name is, Lynn. There we go. Him. If anything was to happen to Moraine, like I'm pretty sure he would feel away, like he would feel devastated. But this guy acted like the love of his life was dead. Like, I mean, he couldn't even go on anymore. Like literally, like he couldn't even go on.
But the thing is, apparently, that's actually very common, because most Aes Sedai's Warner die before the Aes Sedai's do. And they made a comment about that. They're like, we don't know how it's going to go on, because it's very rare for it to go the other way around. So that's why I was like, I don't think it's so much of like they're in love. It's just that I guess the Warners are always there to protect their Aes Sedai, that they always end up dying in battle, and it's never the other way around. So it's never, and where an Aes Sedai, once they do lose someone, they can always rebond with a different person, right? Where, I think because it was so rare for it to happen the other way around, that's why they were really concerned for him too. And they were like, we should keep an eye on him just in case, blah, blah, blah. that's another reason. And I think with Moraine's dude, I think personally he ever since he committed himself to her, I think he genuinely expects to die before her.
Probably.
Just from what I understood.
He probably does.
From the whole thing, right? So I think that's probably why you may feel that he might not feel as devastated, but I think if it was him instead of the other couple, the other couplets or whatever you want to call them, I think he would be just as devastated, because when he was mourning the loss of his friend, I sense his emotion. I sense his deep love for this friend of his that he lost when he committed suicide in the end.
Oh no, like definitely, like he was like torn up by the fact that like his friend committed suicide. But like I just feel like friend was just like because like I'm still going back to that conversation that they were having and just the interaction that they had whenever we saw them. Right. They felt more like a couple rather than like Ass or Die and their Warner. Like it just felt more like there's something more here. Right. Because when you saw like when you saw the relationship between Maureen and Nin, it was like, oh, they just kind of seem like partners. Yeah, like they just kind of confided in each other like as in partners. Right. But those two was like, so you gonna meet me in bed tonight? All right, yeah. As soon as I get this thing done, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how it felt between those two. It felt a lot more romantic.
I can see where you're coming from. Yeah. But I think also going back to Maureen and her Warner is that you also have to remember, like, for them, they have already I feel like they do have a deep connection, but it's kind of like what the other said about them. Like, I wonder what they talk about, because they both seem to be such perfect fit. Like, they're both very, private people, yada, right? So maybe that's why they are such a perfect fit, because they both understand each other to that level where, there are couples out there that obviously we later on learn that they're not a couple, but like there are couples out there that could be, what is it called? Asexual, where they're not lovey-dovey with each other, but they want to be with each other. It's true, right? So they could be one of those couples that it's like that. So when I saw their relationship, I didn't think too much about it, and so that's why when I saw the others' relationship, I didn't think that they were a couple. I just thought they were just in, they just connected more so than, like, let's say an asexual relationship would be, right? So that's why, yeah. But that's my take on it. That's the reason why I didn't think too much about it, because obviously we later on learned that they both have, well, especially Moraine, she has a whole relationship with somebody else, right? But right. I just genuinely thought that if they were a couple, they could be one of those asexual peoples.
Ooh, child, well, I would hope not, because that is a lonely life to live. Is like you ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing.
Well, you also have to remember, right? The asexual people don't feel sexual. They don't feel the need.
Well, I mean, no, I'm just saying, just in general. Like, I'm not saying just asexual people. I'm just saying in general, with them being like, Ass or Die and Warrens. It's just like,
well, you have to remember, that's why there's towns of people and different strangers and different flings and the stories.
Oh, so what you're saying is they just going to different towns, running through them like Tomb Raiders, just messing with everybody, huh?
I mean, why not? Life is long and short at the same time.
Wow. Listen,
I'm just saying, Brandon, like, I'm sure you would probably do the same. If we were in the same position, Brandon, I'm pretty sure you and I'd be like, you know what? What are the chances we're going to come back to this town? Nah, not likely. Well, let's have fun tonight.
Oh, girl, like, that ain't no problem with me. Like, I'm already going to do that. But, like, I'm just saying, like, with them, I'm just like, I just feel like this kind of like a lonely little life. Like, and that's why old dude didn't have no problem with telling Nynaeve, there's a meeting in my bedroom. And girl, please don't be late.
Well, you have to remember, like, Nynaeve was like, I think I want some tonight. I'm coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Okay,
that.
because homegirl was like, he invited me to hang out with his family. I done met his parents. Like, it's going down.
Right?
Like, I was like, ooh.
He was a gentleman. He said, good night.
He said, good night. You can go to your room. And she was like, nah, I don't want to sleep alone tonight.
I want to sleep in your arms underneath
you. Okay. I said, ooh.
I'm like, girl, you know what? I don't blame you because I would probably do the same thing too. He's fine.
Okay, because he is fine.
Okay.
He is fine.
He's fine. So yes,
it was the next scene. He was knocked out. Like she wore his ass out.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
And then she was about to leave.
You also have to remember though, too, maybe that was the first time in a long time. So he worn himself out.
Listen, she put it on him. She said, I'm gonna put it on you.
Well, you have to remember they both had to put it on because remember, they both don't get out often.
Okay.
Just saying. They're all like, it's gonna be a party all night long.
Okay. She said, I don't know when next time I'm gonna see you. So I got to make sure make it last forever. Yes. I was screaming at the TV when that part came up. I said, yes.
You know what I am sad about? Okay, I'm just saying, maybe I'm asking for a little too much. They did not give us a glimpse of anything.
Right. I was surprised. Because in one of those later episodes, they show boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah, in one episode.
And then
something.
Well, not even just that, but like when the other two couple, whatever their names are, you know, like the couples that what's their name? The one of the dragon
Rand and Egwin.
Yeah, they show them getting like all kissy, you know, like lovey-dovey. So I'm like, excuse you, can you give me something? Like a kiss? You know, like a ooh, I slip, ooh, I open this, ooh, I drop a rope. Like, I just needed something. Like, come on. Nothing,
girl. Nothing.
I didn't see her hair unbraid, okay? She braided back her hair the morning of. So,
girl, she had that hair loose, baby. She said, pull my hair. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can do what you want. And I know my hair is supposed to be sacred and nobody's supposed to touch it, but you can touch it tonight. Yeah. You can touch it tonight. Yeah. Ooh. I'm here for it. I said,
excuse me.
I'm here for it too. I'm like, I actually want to see her touch his hair. I'm like, ooh, I want to see how long that hair is. I just wanted to see his pecs, all of it.
Well, you got to see that. I'm just surprised that
we got to see pecs and ass on him. Remember when he got into the little hot tub thing?
Oh yeah.
They did show his butt.
Got to see all the cakes. I was like, yes, go.
Oh, I wanted like fingers running through them cakes. Okay.
Oh God.
I'm just
this ain't Euphoria. Girl, this ain't Euphoria.
Hey, you know what? A girl can dream, okay? A girl can dream.
Something interesting. At one point, I forgot what triggered this. I think it was. Oh God, I forgot what triggered this. Was it when they Oh my God. Remember when they were hearing all of their doubts like really loud in their heads?
Yeah.
After that happened, is that when Nynaeve told basically created a love triangle between the remaining dragon candidates?
Yep.
So we had seen Perrin and Egwin together. When everybody was like stranded and broken up into like little groups.
Yeah.
We had seen them get kidnapped by the white coats or something like that.
Yeah.
And tortured basically.
Yep.
Which that scene, that was crazy. I really hated that motherfucker, and I was
Me
very happy
too.
that he died,
Me too.
that he was killed.
Yes.
That made me so happy. But
Yes.
so after to fast forward back to them being reunited, and then they had this interesting situation where Nakia made it be known that Perrin likes Egwin, even though Egwin is with Rand.
From
And
day one.
nobody,
From day one.
yeah, and like, dude was married.
Well, you know what? I'm surprised you didn't see that coming. I actually kind of saw that coming when at the very, 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 very beginning, when he went in to hold his wife's belly, and I think he said something along the lines of like, "We'll get through this," because she had this look on her face where she didn't really want him touching her, and he kind of comforted her, saying something along the lines of like, "We'll get through this," right? So it led me to believe that they were actually going to divorce if it wasn't for the baby.
That's interesting.
So I thought about it. I'm like, So then when she brought it up, I'm like, oh, she's the other woman. But then I thought, okay, but does she know that? Or does he have a whole relationship in his mind and she doesn't even know about it? And turns out that was the case, right? That he had a whole relationship in his mind with Egwin, and she didn't know it, right? But like, I could tell from that scene from the very, very beginning that was the case. And then when he killed his wife, I was like, well, in a way, you kind of
accidentally.
Well, he accidentally killed his wife, but also I feel like subconsciously he might have wanted his wife dead.
Wow!
Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. I think what I'm trying to say is like,
he wanted her that bad.
He wanted her to be like out of his life, dead, not actually dead.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have like said that first. But yeah, like that was the vibe I got in the beginning, like the first episode. And I think the only reason why he ended up staying with her is because of the baby. Well, possibly the baby was supposed to be born right before, and she was accidentally killed by her husband. And then the reason why I felt that too, sorry, final note, was because the fact that the shot that he ended up taking her that ultimately ended her life happened to end up right on her belly, where essentially that was the reason why he was going to stay.
Shit. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So that's why I am inclined to believe all of that. Sorry, I dissect this shit and I remember random shit, but yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. It creates conversations.
Yeah, so that's why I did. Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, so we had little like I think Brandon said earlier, red herrings on the five kids being the Dragon Reborn. There was a couple of situations like I believe Nynaeve and Egwin, they both, what was that term called?
They can channel.
Channeled, yeah. And
they can channel. And but then also Perrin could also channel something. But
yes, he turned into like
a wolf.
He was like possessed by a wolf, and then somehow wolves came into town and they killed all of the white.
So he's not possessed by wolves. So what it is that, from what I understand, he can channel the wolf in him. Like he's like a wolf man. So the wolves heard his cry for help and came and helped him. From what I understand. Remember, like in the first I think the third episode or something like that, when him and like Egwin was like going through the desert. And they made a comment about how the wolf seems to be getting closer and closer, but they keep keeping their distance.
Yes.
So I think at that point he was already channeling them without realizing it, and the wolves were keeping him safe, but not realizing that like the wolves weren't actually against them; they were actually keeping him safe, and that's why they were closer. Wow. And the closer they got, they weren't exactly attacking them. And remember, at one point they surrounded them but didn't do anything to them. That's when it led me to believe that he had already channeled them without realizing it. And also when he was attacked by the Trollocs, a lot of people didn't catch on, but his eyes turned yellow.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't realize that.
So he had already been able to channel it way before everyone else did. So when he heard the wolves outside, he knew when he was attacked by the white coats, he knew that the wolves were there to help him. And then when they stopped in front of him, that's what he said to Egwene, like, we're fine. Like, let's just go. They're not going to hurt us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was his moment. And then Matt, he had stolen a knife from the
dagger.
evil, the dagger from the, like, this forbidden city that was everybody was dead. Like, it was a band.
There's like a dark soul that eats everything that lives there. Like, if you step on it,
and
it just
yes. And they told them not to touch anything, don't take anything. His dumbass took the dagger and it like started to consume him. But what was it that made it seem like he could have been the Dragon Reborn?
Oh, it was because of the dark one. A part of the dark one was inside of him, channeling those energy. So he was able to do things that, like, obviously, unless you have the power, like the source, you wouldn't have been able to do it, right? So because he had picked up the dagger and he was already channeling, well, unknowingly was communicating and connecting himself to the dark one, that they believed he was also the Dragon Reborn. But I know what, I don't think Marine thought he was one of the Dragon Reborn. I don't think he did anything that was significant. The only thing that, like, from what I remember, that shows significance was the fact that after he picked up the dagger, he ended up killing that entire village, including that little girl.
Which my thing was, everybody, and this is something that I just generically just hate on TV shows in general. I hate when people be like, "Oh, it wasn't your fault. Don't do that. You know, it wasn't your fault. Don't be so hard on yourself." If you wouldn't have done X, Y, and Z, none of this would have happened. So yes, it is your fault.
Yep. I was thinking the exact same thing. Like,
why is it?
What's your fault?
Oh, exactly. Like, my thing is, I'm like, why is it so hard for people to be like, yeah, you know what you did fuck up, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that was Marie. Like, she basically told him that. She's like, you stole the dagger. You weren't supposed to. What the fuck?
Exactly. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And that's my thing. And everybody, and then old dude was like trying to get mad at her because she was basically like reading him for filth, which I'm like, why are you mad at her for basically stating the obvious? Like, you shouldn't have done it. So yeah, you did it. Now you didn't cause the problem.
Honestly, I feel like Ram is giving us gay energy when he was defending Matt so fucking hard, especially against Egwene and Moraine. I'm like, dude. She was like, okay, dude. Like, Egwene was right. He left you all. He left. It wasn't the other way around. He left you all.
Yeah, he decided not to go on his own volition.
Right. So, like, why are you acting like, oh, we need to go back? We need to get him. No, he left you.
Exactly.
Unless
he left.
Secret that you need to tell us about, shut your ass up and sit the fuck down.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly. Those got on my damn nerves. But and then Rand, he could channel too, right?
He had the strength. Like, so he could channel, but he also had like a major, like, what displayed his initial like, you know, he could have been the Dragon Reborn was when he took down that random wall that he was trapped in the
right.
Yeah, so that was the start of it. But knowing he could channel, that wasn't a surprise later on, because I don't think he actually ever channeled, though, to be honest with you. Nothing displayed he was able to channel. The only thing that did show that he had special ability was the fact that he was super strong in that one particular scene.
Well, no, also too, remember when he was protecting what was that girl named?
Egwene.
Egwene, yes. when he was protecting her when they were in that.
Oh, I thought it was her. Honestly, I really thought
that
it was
was
her.
him.
I
That
thought
was him.
when I first saw it, I thought it was her.
That was him. Like when that thing was trying to come at him.
I'm lying. I didn't think it was her. I thought it was Zoe's character because she was so protective of all of them.
No, remember, like she did end up saving them in the end, but remember that like thing was coming straight for her, and he like jumped in front, and he like pulled, and he like swung her around.
Yes.
But at the same time, when he threw his hands, he also threw channel power.
Oh yes, no.
To push it back.
Yes,
so no, like he did that. Yeah, he did. He can channel too.
Yeah, but it was strange though. But like, yeah, he could. Yeah, it's very interesting. So I think I think at that point they already kind of knew that he was going to be the dragon. He could possibly be the Dragon Reborn because that was already specified. But yeah, I remember now that you mentioned it. I did initially thought it was Zoe's character, who just like did that.
I thought it was going to be her or Egwin.
I thought it was going to be Zoe.
I thought it was going to be Zoe too. I didn't think it was going to be Egwin because I feel like I'm not going to lie, she's also kind of annoying. Like she's got this very like, oh, I want to be powerful, but I'm too wimpy to be powerful. Like, she's got that like in between. Like she wants to do great things, but she's too scared to do great things. So then she keeps hiding behind like Ren or Zoe's character, That's how I felt. Like even remember like in the final scene where they're all channeling their energy towards this one particular Aes Sedai because she was trying to like save the city. And this Aes Sedai was essentially over channeling their energy and was basically killing every single one of them by I guess like what's the word for it when you is it short circuit?
Yeah, short circuiting.
Yeah, she basically short circuit like each of the Aes Sedai that was channeling their energy, right? And the first thing she did was call for Zoe's character. I'm like, girl, like, what was Zoe gonna do? She's being like short circuited too. I'm just saying, right? Like, she just keeps hiding behind everybody, like, and then then her wanting to be like a wisdom or an Aes Sedai, but then not. I was like, girl, like, make up your mind. What do you want to do? Like, do you want to be with Rem and have a whole family with him? Or do you want to become a wisdom or an Aes Sedai? Like, which one is it? You can't have it all.
Girl, she don't know.
Well, we found out that the Dragon Reborn was freaking Rand.
Which I was annoyed by. I was so annoyed. I was so disappointed. And I was so annoyed by the way that he attacked that nice Asian girl for answer. I'm like, really? Like, why are you coming at her all hot and like aggressive? Like, chill. If you want information, ask nicely.
And just like I was saying the last time we talked about this show. Just like I said before, he just gives me white male, just that white male energy of just like, I know everything, I can do everything kind of like thing. And it's just like, and that's why like his relationship and old girl's relationship, like, and how he felt about it, it just annoyed me because it just, once again, just feels like that whole, like that whole white supremacist, just, like, it just annoyed me. Like, he annoys me. And I'm like, he does. Find out that he's going to be he's now the Dragon Reborn. And it's like, and then he was like, well, tell everybody I died and all this stuff. Like, I'm like, you're not fab like that to be doing all of that. Like,
right? I was so annoyed with this character. Like, I really thought if it wasn't Zoe's character, at least let it be Egwene. Like, at least her. Because I feel that, because I'm actually really interested to see what this Dark One was going to tease her with. Because she obviously didn't care about Ram that badly, that she wants to be in a relationship and have a whole ass baby with him.
Right.
And she's not like power hungry. So that would have been a nicer storyline than for Ram. Because Ram, that was such an easy storyline. Oh, he wants a family with Egwene. Like, okay, yeah, we all fucking knew that. Like, that's not a surprise.
Right.
I don't know. I was so disappointed. And Zoe would have been an easy going too because they would have used Lynn's like her love for Lynn to what's the word for it, to manipulate her. So that would have been an easy one. But I think Egwene would have been a perfect dragon the Dragon Reborn, because the fact that she was torn between her two lives, what she really wanted to become and the people that she was going to leave behind, particularly her boyfriend.
Girl, I'm like, at the end of the day, fuck that boy. Like,
right, that's what I'm saying.
Do what you gonna do.
That's what I'm saying. But
him.
he's all like, "Oh my god, I almost lost you. I can't believe it. Oh, it's been like 5 months since I've seen you. I'm never leaving you again."
I'm like, okay, girl, whatever.
But that's pretty much her, like, I love what she's like, "You're not gonna even come to apologize?" He's like, "Well, I hate what he said. I was so pissed." He's like, "Well, I know you well enough that if you wanted to come find me, you would know where to find me." I'm like, wow, you could have gotten an apology. Thank you. I'm sorry. You could have gotten an apology. What the fuck is this? No,
and this is why I don't like that boy. This is why I don't like him.
I was so pissed because I'm like, I defended you, okay? And this is what you give me? I'm over it.
Yeah, I really didn't like Rand or Matt, honestly.
I didn't like Matt either. He just played the whole like. Sorry, go on.
Good.
He played the whole like poor boy, underprivileged like attitude way too like typically. Like, oh, here's my best friend who's rich, he's got money, and here's me, blah, I get nothing. Everyone always likes him better, blah. Like, that very like, my best friend is the hotter one attitude, the richer and the hotter one. I was so annoyed with that attitude. I was like, get the fuck out of it. And he was all like, well, you have everything, I have nothing. I'm like, really? Really, my guy? So that's why you took the dagger, because you want to have something?
Dummy.
So exactly, dummy.
And I liked Perrin. Like, he was the best male character. Well, out of the potential Dragon Reborns. I liked him. And then it was just him and the girls. And then I liked Lan, the water. And Moraine is cool.
Moraine was okay. I don't really like Moraine. I don't like her in the sense that, like, for somebody who can't tell a lie, she tells a lot of fucking lies.
Yes.
I'm like, she's literally, what she reminds me of? What's Diva Talk's sister's name again?
Demetria?
Yeah! Her!
Oh God.
She reminds me of Demetria. Well, what did she say? I can only ask him questions, but then suddenly she can speak normally again. Like, come on. Why are you telling me lies?
Little fun fact. Did you know that Alpha 6 was not a man?
Yeah, we knew that.
No.
I didn't know that.
What?
No,
I had no idea
them
Alpha 6 was not a boy.
No,
but they called Alpha he.
Alpha 6 was voiced by a whole woman. Now I don't know if it's supposed to be a boy, but a woman definitely voiced Alpha 6.
We follow the female Alpha. We follow them on our page.
No, not this one, because the Alphas, like, we probably follow like the suit actress. Yeah. But the actual voice actress that played Alpha 6, no, we don't follow her. She don't have a social media.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was definitely a woman, yes. And I thought that, I remember when I first heard the voice change in space, I was like, oh, so Alpha's a girl? So wait, was he always a girl or she always a girl even when with the accent? But I guess it was still the same voice, right?
Well, no, when the voice actor when the voice actress from Turbo left, in space, that's when Wendy Lee took over for Alpha 6.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Wendy Lee also voiced Scorpina too.
Right. Okay. So yeah. I remember when I heard the in space voice, I was like, oh, so Alpha's a girl? But then they said they called him he. So I guess he just had a high voice then.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Alpha was always supposed to be a boy just with a high-pitched voice. Because that happens a lot where they'll have like females voice little kids.
Yeah.
So, that happens a lot. But I just found that interesting. I was like, just wanted to throw that fact out there. I was like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, like, I mean, I personally, like, Maureen, she doesn't bother me. I love that scene where she got interrogated by the not interrogated, but she had got dismissed by the people, and she was walking out of the White Tower, and like the girl in the green, like the other Aes Sedai in the green, like she looked at her and looked like the look on her face, like, first of all, that woman right there, that woman can act, like that woman is good. I love her.
Me too.
Which one was
that woman?
So the one that was eating a fruit on her bed in that one scene where she was like, when she came home that first night. Do you remember that scene?
We remember that scene where they were the one I'm talking about, the Aes Sedai in the green, the one that the Middle East, I think she's like Middle Eastern.
Yes.
Woman.
Yes.
Her.
I remember.
That woman, that woman is a fantastic actress. Like, just the look on her face. Because like everybody else turned around, they like turned their backs to her.
Yeah.
And like literally it was just the look that she had the entire time before she finally turned around. I'm like, girl, you better act your face off. I mean, she was, oh my God. She was so good. I'm like, oh, yes, honey. But no, like I personally felt like there's a lot of things that Maureen just, I feel like a lot of this stuff she kind of put on herself.
Yeah.
Like, of course she didn't want the help of the other ones because they probably would have intervened and probably messed stuff up. But at the same time, it's like, at least give someone some kind of an idea of what's going on. Even though, yeah, it's a double-edged sword, but at least give somebody an idea, because like you are completely outnumbered with a bunch of kids that you'd have no idea who actually has the power and who doesn't. Which, in hindsight, I still believe that all of them are different parts of the Dragon Reborn. I do not believe that that boy is the only one who is actually the full dragon. I don't think
so either. But
I think that all of them are a part of the Dragon Reborn.
But I also think he could be that boy that was born right in the middle of that battle.
Oh, I think he is. For sure.
He is.
He is, yeah.
That was established. Oh my God, can we talk about that scene? That was crazy.
His mom?
The pregnant woman.
His mom was, I'm sorry, she's Xena. She's Xena.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
She's a whole badass.
That's exactly what I thought. Yes.
She is Xena. I was like, yes, girl. You go. Oh my God. I loved her.
Whooping ass while in labor.
Oh, I loved her. Oh, loved it. Oh, you don't understand. That scene was beautiful.
That shit was crazy. I was like,
I was scared. Like, she got stabbed in the side. Obviously it didn't affect the baby because he's, Rand.
I was like, oh my God, this woman is about to die. And sure enough, like, she killed everybody, but then when you would think she about to die,
he helps her.
Dude was like, no, I ain't gonna kill you. I'm gonna help you deliver this baby child.
I was like, man, I'm sorry. That was such a like, I loved everything but that scene. Like, she was just amazing. That woman can also act too.
Oh yeah.
I was like, girl, the uttermost respect for you, because I don't know how you got yourself in that position. I don't know how you're able to deliver, because nowadays we all be like, where's the epidural pen or whatever the word is? You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I would take if I was ever to get pregnant and give birth, which I don't plan on. But if I did, excuse me, please, 3, 5, how many can I take? What is the legal like limit? I want to feel nothing. I don't want to know the pain, okay?
Girl.
My vajayjay is already being ripped open. I do not need to know the pain. No, sorry, Bob.
Ooh, child.
No, sorry, Bob. My mom described to me how she gave birth to me. I do not want to go through that. No, sorry, Bob.
I've heard stories. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry, Bob. I heard people have to get their vajayjay sew back together. And I'm sorry. No, sorry, Bob. No, thank you. Not for me.
Shall be busted wide open.
Yep. I don't want to know. You know, honestly, if I actually had to see a real birthing video, I would probably never have kids. I would probably die. Like, thank God
you never.
No, I
you
don't
never saw The Miracle of Life, huh?
No, I seen like the animated, like this is the cute version of it, kind of a thing.
No,
Oh no, girl.
No. There was a documentary called The Miracle of Life.
It's literally called The Miracle of Life. I've seen that movie. It is terrible.
Out of the woman.
Okay, thank God.
It's terrible.
I've never seen that. Thank God. Because
and they showed that to us in elementary school.
What?
Oh, well, we got it in middle.
Oh, I definitely did not see that. No, sorry, Bob. I saw the. We had a. Sorry, my Alexa's going off.
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
She is talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her to stop, but she doesn't listen. You know, half the time she doesn't even listen to me. I'm like, why am I even here? Like, what's the point? Oh my God. Sorry. Anyways, we had the what's it called, the toy, not the toy, but like a diagram, but like a model. That's what it's called. A model where we were able to take the baby out of the belly and all that stuff, and etc. So we did not have that movie, thank God, because I think if I did, I would have like gone and got a surgery and said no, thank you, no fake pregnancy, no real pregnancy, none of the above.
Okay.
I don't care. I personally, in my opinion, think that having a child is a very selfish matter. But hey, you know what? Kudos to those who want to have kids and do have kids. I'm not against it. But for me, it's like, I think one of the biggest thing I've learned for myself is like, I never asked to be born, but yet people expect so much shit from me. And I'm like, excuse you? I didn't even ask to be here, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Like, I'm glad I'm here, but I'm just saying I never asked to be here. So, girl, why is my parents expecting me to pay for my own bills and live my own life? Why? Like, why am I struggling? Like, why do I have to struggle? But yeah.
Why? That is the question. Right? Why?
Like, why? But anyways, back to Ram's mom. Fucking amazing woman. Like, she gets a gold medal and some.
Yeah.
Like, sis was out here beating up everybody and stabbing up everybody, honey. Now, I do have a question for y'all, right?
Okay.
I have a question. Was anybody else confused by that scene where the guy was the guy who was the original dragon, and the other woman who was the queen, who was the leader of the Aes Sedai at the White Tower? Was anybody else confused by that conversation?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't understand nothing they were talking about. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? I don't get it. Okay, I thought it was just me because I was about to ask one of y'all to explain it, and I was like,
what scene is this we're talking about? What scene is this?
It's the first scene of, I think, the final episode. I think it was like the final episode where it was like the Dragon Reborn. It was like this darker. I think it was like a darker man. I think he's like some sort of man of color, fine as hell. Lord knows that man was sexy. And he was talking to a white woman who was supposed to be the leader of the Astrodite at the White Tower at the time. And both of them were talking, and there was a baby that he was holding, and apparently that baby was supposed to be I guess I don't know who the baby was supposed to be, but apparently the baby was supposed to be important somehow. And basically at the time he was basically saying how like he was upset that she wouldn't support him in trying to take down the Dark One.
Yes, I know exactly.
And he got mad that he wouldn't support her, so he was like, "I'm gonna do it by myself."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand why are you telling us this? What is the point of this? What is the point of this scene?
From what I understood is that there is obvious, I could be completely wrong. There's two things that went through my mind. I don't know what timeline that is. I'm not sure if that was the present or that was the past or that is the beginning of it. From what the outside looked like it was very futuristic, right? So that
was the past. That was 3,000 years in the past.
So that was the past.
What the hell? Yeah. So what the hell happened?
What? Then I'm confused then, because if that was the past,
something happened.
Okay. So do you think that's Zoe's parents? Because remember, Wisdom can live a long time.
Wow.
I don't know.
Because remember, she never really knew her parents, right?
Right.
So I'm just a random guess. Like, I don't actually know, right? Because that man was a person of color, and she was very white, obviously, and Zoe's character's mix. That's just a thought, but also I know Wisdoms live a long time. They live a while. I don't know how long, obviously. I'm not sure if it's 3,000 years a thing or not, because that's this is a different universe. We don't really know. So if that is the case, that's just a prediction. It could be Zoe's parents.
I don't think that Zoe's. Well, I don't know, because like the thing is, like, didn't Maureen was like Zoe's character was supposed to be around the same age as everybody else, but a little older.
Maybe. Yes, she did say that, but however, we don't know Zoe's history.
We don't.
So because like based on what we understood, remember, like no one knew who she was, no one knew nothing, right? So maybe the idea is that they are led to believe that she is about their age, but not. Because here's the thing that really got me thinking was when Zoe told Rand the story about how Egwene was younger and she had a fever and she almost died from it, right? And so basically her and the older the other Wisdom helped her and saved her and whatever it was, right? No, they didn't help her. They gave her something to let her go, and she was brave and she made it through, whatever. But anyhow, it led me to believe that because if Zoe was only a few years older than she was, how did she remember the amount, like that kind of detail?
True. Good point.
Like, so that's what got me thinking when she said that, because I was like, wait, if she's only a few years older, that would have meant she's also a child. And I'm sorry. Yes, children might remember things, but that was a very in-depth detail that she remembered from childhood, essentially. So I'm thinking maybe they led to her, they let, because she's been in hiding or whatever she's been doing, they've been telling everybody that she's really a certain age, but she's really not. Or maybe Moraine doesn't actually even know her real age, and they've just been hiding it this whole time. Just a thought, because Moraine isn't like a psychic, right? She can't see things. She can't see people's past. She can only sense more or less who they are. She didn't even know Zoe could channel.
This is true.
So just a thought. I mean, I could be completely wrong, right? But like, that's just a because like, why was Zoe so special that they would bring her back to life? I know it was Egwene that brought her back, but who knew that Egwene could have done that either?
Good point. Like, I mean, Girl.
But I did not understand that scene either. I'm with you there. Now that you
I didn't understand none of it. Like, there's a lot of things that I was just kind of like, this is a little confusing.
Apparently, the books are really, really good.
Oh yeah, I heard that too. I heard the books are really good.
I mean, hey, you know what? This will lead into season 3 because even the final scene, that was also very interesting too. Where, like,
right.
do you think those women that could channel were actually being like chained and trapped by the people that were on the boat? Because I noticed that when they were doing hand gesture, the two people that looked like they were chained together was doing the same hand gesture. And then when they projected the power, it was really the people that were chained that was projecting the power. So I'm thinking maybe they're stealing like people that they're trying to find people that could channel and then like and enslave them.
Girl. First of all, I don't know what it's giving, but I do know that little girl dead.
I mean, honestly, I didn't even care about that little girl at that point because I'm like, they're all dead.
Like, she is dead, honey. She is under the sea, like Ariel.
Well, maybe she is the Ariel. She's Ariel reincarnated. Oh.
I hope she is. Or she better be a damn good swimmer.
She ain't swimming out of that.
Because sis is like, I was like, oh no.
I was like,
oh,
really?
No.
We're going to really kill a child like this? Come on. Do better.
Okay. And
better.
did. Because they sure did kill her ass. But, so let's go ahead and rate this thing, y'all. Like, let's see what it's giving. What do y'all think?
So out of 5, I'm going to give it a 4.5 because overall, it was a very good season. It was a very good show. And they obviously have picked really good, strong characters that can act and did act. And they carry the show thoroughly. However, storyline, there are some confusions. But I do like the different Easter eggs that they planted throughout the entire, show. And I liked how everything kind of did tie into each other sooner or later. I think overall, like, the show itself it grabbed me enough that I'm definitely going to come back for season 2. Zoe, 5 out of 5, girl. Come on. Like, you can do no wrong. Like, although I did not like her costume, I wish they had, her outfits. They should have given her different outfits, like more outfits, something that flatter her body a little bit more. I understand that she's supposed to be a whole wisdom and she's, not trying to be all like, look at me, I'm sexy, but come on. Although they did give her nicer hair towards the end, though, after she, unraveled it during her sexy scene the next day. Her hair, do you not notice her hair got like extra nice? I'm like, oh, okay, girl, I see you. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for me, 4.5 for the whole show.
Okay. Will?
I think a 4 for the show, and for Zoe, I'm gonna give her a 4. I really liked her. I was a little bit annoyed at how pissy she was being to Maureen, because I didn't dislike Maureen. I actually liked her. But overall, I really had a lot of fun. I told you guys in the first episode I was not sure initially, and then when the Trollocs attacked that city, or not that city, but that little town, that did it for me, and I've been like really enjoying it ever since then. So I'm looking forward to the next season. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I am going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I am definitely excited about season 2. So I'm definitely excited about seeing what is given, what's going to happen. Listen, it could have been perfect. It really could have been perfect. I do feel like, with any kind of adaptation, especially if it's a book adaptation, a lot of times, a lot of things are going to get lost in translation. But to be truthfully honest, it wasn't a situation where it was pulling season 8 of Game of Thrones. It wasn't that. It wasn't glaringly like, what the fuck are we doing? It wasn't so much that. So it was very forgivable with some of the things that was a little muddy, and a little, a little hard to understand. So it wasn't too bad, but it was still a little like, what's going on here? What's happening? But I could still follow with the rest of the story. So I could give it a pass. But as far as Zoe Robbins herself, girl, I'm sorry. I have to give her a 5. If I could give her a 10, I would. When I tell you, and this is not even me just being like, give her things. I just genuinely think that this woman is just a phenomenal actress. Just in general, I just really believe this woman is just a phenomenal actress. And I hear you on the whole thing of like, oh, well, she was a little much. To be honest with you, I could understand her kind of like her resistance towards Moraine. What I did, because like she had more of a reason to feel a way that she felt, unlike what that other guy, the white guy's name, Perry, what his name is?
Not Perrin.
Or Rand.
That would have Rand.
Rand, yeah. Unlike Rand, who I just honestly felt like Rand just didn't like anybody who had authority. Mm-hmm. I just felt like Rand just did not respect anyone that had authority, or if they had authority in this situation. He was just not, like, he just had an issue with authority. Whereas with her, on the other hand, she had a much stronger background and a much stronger reason and a much stronger support for her hatred towards Moraine. And so I could personally understand her mistrust of her. I got it, like 100%, like right away. I was like, oh no, she's not going to trust this woman. She's not going to trust her at all. Like ever since that conversation that they had when she was washing whatever that is in that water or whatever, and they had that one-on-one, I knew instantly. I was like, she's not going to like this bitch. She's not going to like her. And that's how it was throughout the whole show. So I was like, I get it. I understand it. But that Rand, I was like, no, your storyline ain't strong enough, boo. Like, you just sound like a little white boy who just don't like authority and don't like nobody talking to you any kind of way. Like that's just what I got from him. So I was like, not feeling it. But with her, I was like, I got it. And the thing was, it was just like her acting was what really sold it. Like, I mean, homegirl got a scowl for days, but you saw it in Ninja Steel though, because the way she was side-eyeing people, like, sis got a mean scowl. So it's like, she got attitude, and I love every bit of it. So, and she had so many profound moments in this show. Like, they really were not shy of giving her things, as far as giving her moments to shine. They just really let us have it with her. And I just enjoyed every moment we had with Nynaeve. So yeah, like, I have to give Zoe Robbins as Nynaeve a 5. Like, I just enjoyed her so much in that role. And I can't wait for season 2 to see more. Because like I said, I got to see whether or not that little girl died by that tidal wave. I need to see
show
it.
her again.
Maybe she'll channel and she'll save herself.
Listen, if that happens, that'll be dope. But like I said, I think she did. But Listen, I don't think that girl made it, honey. She ain't made it.
You never know. She could be like the Little Mermaid. She sings it in that voice channel something, and next thing you know, the tidal waves would turn his power back on her, and she saves her whole village. Like, I don't know. She could be the hero.
So, girl, you really think she's gonna turn into Emma from Ninja Steel?
Why not?
Not Ninja Steel.
If Emma can freaking save the planet, she can save her planet, her village.
Girl.
And
Emma
I bet you this little girl will have a better song than Emma did.
Girl, I would hope so. I would hope so. This girl sitting here singing La 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 with flowers popping up all over the damn place. Girl, no. Bloom, bloom. Like, no, baby. Shut up. But listen, so y'all, this comes to the end of our episode. If you liked it, please let us know. If you agree with anything or if you want to talk about anything, let us know. Leave us a comment in the comment section. We always checking it and we always reading the comments on the show. So definitely let us know what you think. Once again, like Lena said at the top of the show, please like, subscribe, follow us on all social media. Our link is linktr.ee/tribunal of the grid. You can find all of our links there. Once again, it is linktr.ee/tribunal of the grid. And once again, thank you so much for listening. And we are now back. So yeah, like, be prepared for more shenanigans and more, foolishness from us. We are back. And yeah, so
season 3, baby. Season
3, we are Tribunal of the Grid, and we talk about all things Power Rangers, including the actors that play them. My name is Brandon.
My name is Lena.
And my name is Will.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.